The concepts in this video will help your team take space and overwhelm CTs trying to hold on to map control or a bomb site on any map in the pool, but I'm going to be using Aeon Anubis as an example. Entry flashes will temporarily get CTs off these strong angles and let your entry frag get out and take some space, but what happens if the CTs dodge your first flash, or maybe they have defensive nades ready to slow you down? A lot of teams get stuck here when they start to run into CTs that are playing to delay for their team to rotate in, so what's the solution? Here are two concepts that can be applied to any level of Team Counter-Strike as well as higher level pugs. It's good for lower level players to understand these ideas as well so they know what to build towards with their friends. The first concept is entry pacing. It's the entry's job to get out and take space to break up the CT's focus so they can't all focus their aim and utility towards favorable angles for them. When you are the entry with teammates behind you ready to trade, you do not stop. You do not stop when you get smoked, mollied, flashed, whatever. If you're smoked, you should be jumping through this as your entry flashes are popping. Your third guy here should be playing Firefighter, which basically means that they're running behind you with a smoke out to put out this molly for you. If your team blows all their utility on this execute and you have no other map control, and you just sit here behind a smoke or you stop moving because you get blind, you just lost this round for your team. You might be thinking, but if I'm blind, I'm just gonna run out there and die. Isn't that bad? If you jump through the smoke with your team's entry flash, you're probably not going to die, at least not at first, and you should still be able to get out and take space. Even if that means you're just coming out here to the pillar and hiding, you're pulling the CT crosshair away, which means it's easier for your teammates to get out main. Now they can't just sit here and hold one angle, right? Now the second concept that makes you feel invincible on entry is what's called a scaling flash. Basically, it's just a late flash that'll pop in a place that will blind any CTs trying to anchor the site or rotating in. It's crucial that these flashes have no way of blinding your team. Your entry should never have to think about these flashes. Here's the example used for this site. After you throw this nade set for camera, get into main with your team and throw these two flashes when they're taking site. These flashes will destroy anyone that's trying to survive here on the site, as well as anyone rotating in through camera. More importantly, they're not going to touch your teammates when they're pathing out here to the right. Here's an execute that only uses entry flashes. And here's an execute that also uses scaling flashes. I'll show a few examples of good scaling flashes while I yap here for a minute. Scaling flashes are best used when you're supporting the bulk of your team in an execute. If you only have one or two guys going out, it's probably a better decision for you to go out with them instead of staying back to throw utility. Keep your eye on the minimap to make sure you're timing the flashes with your team. If you throw them too early, the CTs will be unblind by the time your team is fighting them, and if it's too late, you might as well not even throw them at all. If you combine solid entry pacing with well-timed scaling flashes, CTs will have a very difficult time trying to hold map control against you. If you're in a team environment, try working a few scaling flashes into your scrims and you'll see how strong they can be. If you need a refresher on entry flashes, go check out this video. As always, hit up the comments below with any questions or video requests. Peace.